Welcome back. The issue of affordable housing has taken center stage in the Helena area recently. Our Jacob Fear has been digging into the issue and joins us in the studio now with more. Jacob?
Yeah, Mackenzie, I spoke with many people who use or have used public housing in the past. A common theme from talking to those people as well as city leaders is there just isn't enough affordable options in our area.
This is me with my daughter. That's my granddaughter Emily up there.
Meet Elizabeth Given. You may have seen her at the library where she volunteers, or at her local church service, or volunteering for the Helena Food Share. And when she's not doing any of that, she's probably visiting with her grandchildren.
We're going up to my place?
Yeah. While Elizabeth stays busy, none of her hobbies help pay the bills. You're very involved, but how much of that brings you an income?
None. None, absolutely none. I do it all for the sheer thing of giving back to the community.
Elizabeth has been living here at Emmy Anderson for the past 15 years. As a disabled Navy veteran, she relies on public housing to provide stability and affordability.
Okay, this is the 7th floor, which we commonly refer to as the penthouse.
Her home is one of more than 300 units of public housing operated by the Helena Housing Authority.
We serve some of the lowest income citizens in the community. We're serving seniors and elderly living on fixed income, persons with disabilities, working families.
And then this is where I live.
For Elizabeth, knowing she has a home where rent will never exceed a third of her income is important because her income is limited to Social Security and veterans benefits.
Thinking about having a place as your forever home kind of gives you a sense of security.
And she knows all too well what it's like not to have that security.
I've been homeless before in my life, actually living under a bush.
Under a bush?
Under a bush. I've actually lived under a bush before.
Families are another big group that often rely on affordable housing. Lanessa Luttrell moved into the Stewart Homes community over a year ago with her husband and 2 children.
We were living in a 2-bedroom apartment, and as my children grew older, that was just too small for us. And finding an affordable 3-bedroom was kind of non-existent in the Helena area.
Lanessa's struggle to find affordable housing is so common that the Helena City Commission took an unprecedented step and called a special meeting in May to address the issue.
It's clear that we need more, and we need more affordable housing.
A lot of families are getting priced out of the market, and we're seeing, particularly low-income families struggling to find affordable, safe, stable housing. And we know this is a growing problem for middle-income families as well.
The city is also looking at some creative solutions to the problem and is in talks with Homeward, a provider of affordable housing that already has constructed housing across Montana. But that's just one option.
So I think that there's a lot that the city can be doing. There's property that the city owns that we should be thinking about how we're using that property, and partnering with local housing organizations that really are experts, that are on the ground, that really know what the needs are.
In the meantime, the United Way of the Lewis and Clark area is one of the nonprofits working on this issue. They host weekly meetings with other nonprofits to address specific cases related to housing.
They really get in the weeds, which is really fantastic. So they're talking about, well, we know that you offer this program and we can't help this individual with this aspect of what's going on in their lives, but we know you can.
The United Way and Rocky Mountain Development Council also recently wrapped up a needs assessment to survey the community, and they'll use the results to help people find a place to live.
We know that by providing affordable housing, people then can have an opportunity that they wouldn't otherwise have.
That opportunity might be to one day own a home. Asia Rail was pregnant and penniless when she moved to Montana more than a decade ago. That's when she rented a unit at Stewart Homes.
They said that it was a stepping stone, a place for people to be and get, their life together.
She lived there for 7 years, but now... Here we're standing in front of your house.
Yes, I'm a first home buyer, and I've been so blessed, and I honestly, I don't know where I'd be without Helena Housing Authority.
That public housing really is so crucial to so many, but another problem is much of it is old and needs updating. Some of the units at Stewart Homes here in Helena were built as far back as the 1930s. The Housing Authority tells me their budget just doesn't allow them to make the improvements that they'd like. Mackenzie?
All right, thank you, Jacob.